In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can convert your 3D CAD models of building products or like into Revit BIM ready models. So first of all, we're going to start off with an Inventor. So you can see here, we've got a standard assembly created. It's got all of your various components on it, all of the product as in a technical product. So I'm now going to go up to my tool section at the top, and I'm going to use a program called the BIM Exchange. So the BIM Exchange basically allows you to create an ADSK file that can import into Revit and various other BIM pieces of software, as it's a standard platform. So you can see here, if you have various things like cable tray connectors, conduit connectors, duct connectors, pipe connectors and electrical connectors, you can actually specify endpoints so that these automatically snap onto each other. So with this, we don't actually have any connector points. It's more of just a unit that we want to add in. It's a staircase bearer. So first of all, I'm going to create a shrink wrap of it. So it's quite complicated at the moment, and I want to seal off some of the edges as they don't necessarily need to be seen by the unit itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on the default settings. So it's just removing geometry by visibility, so taking off all of the technical parts. So if I just move it around a second, it's going to close up this part because you don't need to have the screw holes, and it's also going to create a blocks over here. So when I hit OK, you'll see this now. It's just going to generate it and smooth it over for me. So you can see here it's finished here and just generally made it simplified. At any point during your kind of BIM exchange, you can check your components. So you can just check that the lengths are fine, the widths are fine, and you can also see where you are with like connectors if you so wish to add some. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to export this component. So I want to export this out and I want to add some information to it. So first of all, I'm going to add the description. So we call it a staircase unit. Call it the manufacturer, we'll call it M&M. Model, it's a 40, and we're going to put the man and machine website on here. So this is also kind of BIM ready details that you can add in. So we can apply all of this. It's got all of the information on the area, the mass, the weight and various things like that, and it's also got who made it. So we can apply these changes and we can OK this. So what this is now doing is it's now saving a component. So we can go in, so I'm going to go into my desktop, put it into here, and I'm going to save this as a 40 bracket. I've already got one existing that I've added in earlier, so I'm going to add this in and save this out as an ADSK file. So this is going to take probably about a minute or so. It depends on the size of the component itself, but you can see this is quite easy to do if you've got various different products. You don't actually have to do anything. The hard bit is just creating the simplification. So you can add it to websites such as Autodesk Seek and various things like that. So we're just going to check on the translation support report just to see if this is fine, and as you can see it's all been successful. So you've got all your 2D, 3D views when you're looking in Revit. I'm going to close that down. I'm going to finish the BIM exchange, so I'm kind of finished now with that model. If I go into Revit now, so you can see I've got an existing one that I've added in, I'm now going to open up the ADSK file. So let's open up here, and this is going to take it into a separate window. So you can see here we've got the component just as we did before, and I'm going to load it into the stair products. So you can see here it's automatically been loaded in. It automatically picks up the other reference. So now if I go into a 3D model, you can see it's in the right position. I can just lower that slightly. And I've got my new staircase bearer. I can also go into here and check out all the properties. So you remember I added in the man and machine email and website address. I've got all my model, the manufacturer, what it actually is, and I can add further details such as costs. So this is great if you are sending it out to architects or contractors. they've got all this information. So when they come, if they need additional components, so if it's a door handle or a door that's replaceable, you can have all of this information. So it's a very simple way of making your existing building products BIM friendly. If you have any further questions on this, please feel free to contact us here at Man and Machine. Thanks a lot. Bye.